I'm going to do a YouTube video on how to do a YouTube channel. In fact, that's probably what I'll call it, so I'm taking the stress out of knowing what to call that video. First off, you'll notice, and you probably have already noticed, is that you will get a lot of angry people on the internet. You'll get people hating on your videos, you'll get people hating on you, hating on your channel, and that's for everyone. Everyone that's ever put something on the internet gets that. So you're not alone there. In fact, it's quite normal. In fact, if you look at everyday aspects of life, the only way to avoid any negativity in your life is to stay at home and never leave the house. That's the only way. The minute you leave the house, go to school, go to work, enter a shopping mall, you've upset someone. Someone will be upset merely by your presence, your personality, everything. Think of the most likable person in the world. Think of the most charming person you can think of right now. There are people in your community, there are groups in the world that hate that person. And it's unfathomable, I know, but it's the truth. Certain people rub other people the wrong way. It's just how it is. You just have to get over it and accept that. One other thing a lot of people do, not just with YouTube channels and videos, this is just talking in life in general now, is people attach their identity, they attach their self-worth to certain things. I'll just give you some examples. For example, this YouTube channel is just largely me riding a motorcycle, isn't it? I really like riding a motorcycle. Where this information is coming from is that I also love psychology. I love how the human brain works, and I read and watch lectures and listen to audio books in my spare time because I just really, really enjoy it. So that's another thing I'm into. So that's two things right there. What some people do is they put all their eggs in one basket. They think they're just getting a positive response back from that one thing that they're into. So that now becomes their whole life. They're just that. And when that is taken away from them, that one thing that they've attached their identity and self-worth to, they freak out. They flip right out and lose control. Think of it as a better example. Think of swimmers. Almost every Australian swimming star, I shouldn't say every, but a lot of them, a lot of Australian Olympic swimmers, once they've finished becoming a swimmer, they go off the rails. They're out of control. Their whole life just is like a soap opera, spiraling just out of control down a drain or something. Because their whole life, swimming is a very, very training intensive sport. They're like up at 4 in the morning, swimming all these kilometres, and then in the afternoon they're doing it again, and then they go to bed at some early crazy hour, and then if they're good they'll go to the Olympics and things like that, and then they'll get sponsorship deals, and they'll get all this positive feedback from the community, and it becomes their life 100%. And then it's the age of something like 23, which is considered old if you're a swimmer, and they're not competitive anymore, and they stop. They're completely lost. They've lost everything, and they're doing drugs, they're in alcohol, they're getting into crime, and they've just lost it because they believe their entire self-worth was with swimming. Their whole identity was with swimming. They haven't realised that they can do other things and that they're into other things. They're probably into stacks of things. I know I'm into stacks of things. I'm into a bunch of things. You probably are too. Well, you are for sure, because none of us are into just one thing. None of us are good at just one thing. We can do a plethora of things, a myriad. Get your thesaurus out, we can fill some more words. We're into a lot of things, and we're good at a lot of things. We're not just one-trick ponies. They've paid thousands and thousands of dollars in therapy and all sorts of sessions like that for a therapist to tell them basically what I've just told you guys for free. Your value to the community is not just through one avenue, be it swimming, be it your YouTube channel, be it the funky clothes you wear on the weekend. That is not all you are good for. You are good for a bunch of things. You have to train your brain not even train your brain, just accept it. 'Cause it's everywhere around you. You're into a lot of things. Now, that being said, you do a YouTube channel and everyone's hating, not everyone, but a bunch of people are hating on your YouTube channel. Who cares? It's just a YouTube channel. You are more than your YouTube channel. If you're getting butthurt and all angry and uptight about people having a go at your video, that's because you've attached your self-worth to the video or the YouTube channel. You are so much more. You know this. So there's no need to get upset at Billy Blogs, call him, every name under the sun, because they've done the same to you. It's unnecessary. You don't need that. You might be really good at cooking and going fishing. You might be a NASA astronaut, but you're also good at table tennis. It's really that easy. You've got so much more to offer than just one thing, one avenue in your life, one aspect of your life. You might also really be good at doing the moonwalk on the kitchen floor in your socks. We're multifaceted. We're all capable of so much more. So if you're getting upset about your YouTube channel, your YouTube videos, that's why. The fascination people have with gyms nowadays, a lot of it, from what I can see, is for the wrong reasons. People are doing it not for their health, not to feel good. They're doing it just for an ego trip, which really is for the wrong reason. They will all their profile photos will be them without their shirt on. They'll be flexing. And that's all they're going to do. They're just going to constantly go to the gym more and more and post more and more shirtless photos, because that's now become their identity. That has now become their self-worth. They've received a little bit of positive feedback, some likes on their photo and that sort of thing. They've liked it, they've enjoyed that. So now it's more. They're going to lift more weights. They're going to go to the gym for longer hours. They might even, I've seen it with some people, they'll even start entering bodybuilding competitions. They'll start taking supplements, illegal ones, steroids, growth hormones, things like that. And it'll get out of control and it will become their life 24/7. You've seen these people. You've probably got these people on your friends lists. And that's why they've gone like that. Their whole life, their whole self-worth and their identity is now entrenched in their physical body image. And if someone was to knock that, or if it was to be taken away from them, they would be completely lost. Much like the Olympic swimming story I was telling you earlier. They would just be devastated beyond belief. And I don't wish that upon them. They need to understand, they need to recognise the fact that they are worth so much more than their body. They've got a range of hobbies, they've got a range of interests. They need to embrace all of them. You are worth so much more than your current physical appearance. Is your self-image, how you see yourself, is that being somehow tarnished? People have this image of themselves in their mind. We all do, I'm the same. And when someone says something different or tries to cut that down, we've immediately got our defences up. Basically called our military and our aircraft carriers and got them on standby. Anytime someone has a go at our self-image. Let go of your self-image. Let other people see you how they want to see you. All you can do is put your personality out there. Put your content out there. Don't make apologies for it. Don't try and be overly politically correct. Just let it all come out the way you see it. A bunch of people will like it. Some people will hate it. You'll sleep easy at night because you've been honest with the way you see things. And that's the best way to go about it. I mean, if you're someone like Jenna Marbles and your personality is an 11 out of 10, and you have the look that goes with it, or Graveyard Girl, where your personality is a 12 out of 10. These are just some channels I've seen on YouTube, some really popular ones. You will obviously be really successful. Be free from the outcome. Don't expect to be up there with Jenna Marbles' channel or someone like that. Don't expect anything. Be completely free of the outcome of putting videos online and doing a YouTube channel. And whatever happens, you'll be fine with it. Whatever doesn't happen, you won't care because you didn't place any real importance on it. Just put your content out there, put your personality out there, tell things as you see it. Don't be anything other than yourself. You don't have to be politically correct there. Just be how you are normally. Be how you are in your everyday life. People will sort themselves out. You'll get fans, you'll get people that love the way you talk, people that love the way you put things together. And everything will sort itself out. Don't expect any crazy numbers. Don't expect crazy goals. If that happens, great. If it doesn't, also great. You're free from the outcome. You have total freedom. It's not your identity. It's not your self-worth. It's just a channel. You just put some videos out there and you're going to let it go. And you can make obviously this is a motorcycling channel, but you can make your YouTube channel about anything and everything. In fact, the more outrageous, the more audacity you have in your videos and YouTube channel, the more you'll probably find that little market, and your channel could very well explode. Be completely free of the outcome, total freedom of the outcome. Even apply that to your everyday life, to a lot of situations, and you'll be so much better for it. You'll sleep easier and all the rest of it. So those are some tips for starting up a YouTube channel.